We tend to view mortality through a strictly biological lens. In that framework, death is a mechanical failure, the point where an organism stops functioning and the process abruptly ends. This perspective frames the physical body as a fragile machine we are forced to maintain, or a temporary prison that eventually evicts us when its parts wear out. That framing creates a specific, universal anxiety. We find ourselves asking if our consciousness is actually alive, and whether it is destroyed the moment the body shuts down. But this fear relies on a massive assumption that human consciousness is governed by the same biological rules as our lungs, our heart, and ourselves. This excerpt from Dorothy Parker introduces a different proposition. Death could be the body's agreement with consciousness. Agreement shifts the focus from conflict to completion. It suggests body and mind are in a coordinated process and reach a mutual conclusion. If we remove biological breakdown from the definition of dying, we have to reevaluate our description of what it means to be alive. Our only direct observation of life and death occurs through a physical body. We have no experience of either event outside of a biological container. The text frames the body as a capable vehicle, the specific medium required to make the experiences of living and dying possible in the first place. Consider the relationship between a musician and an instrument. The musician provides the intent, while the instrument provides the physical means to express the sound. An instrument can fall out of tune, sustain damage, or break, but those physical states belong to the instrument. They do not dictate the condition of the musician playing it. A snapped string ends the song, but it doesn't mean the musician ceases to exist. A failing biological system ends a specific expression, but that doesn't mean consciousness itself has failed. In the language of this text, life and death are immiscible. Like oil and water, they are separate states that do not mix. They are not opposites at war. They are different domains that remain distinct. We can visualize this boundary like a shoreline. The ocean and land touch, but water doesn't dissolve into sand. Under this model, dying is crossing the shoreline, a transition out of biological life, where consciousness moves past a threshold without death ever invading it. This transition is only possible because life and death remain strictly distinct. They don't merge, which means consciousness doesn't have to become dead to leave the body. This relies on the rule of domain specificity. Certain properties only exist within certain environments and cannot be transferred elsewhere. Wetness is a property that belongs to liquids. Vibration belongs to sound, and we don't ask if a mathematical equation is wet because we recognize that wetness is the wrong property for that domain. As the text explains, we can apply this to biology. The states of being alive and dead are not universal rules. They are properties that belong specifically to the domain of physical organisms. This identifies a major error in how we view mortality. When we debate whether consciousness dies, we are taking the local rules of biology and applying them to a reality that exists outside of that domain. This logic leads to a direct conclusion. Consciousness is neither alive nor dead. Those biological categories do not apply. While partnered with a physical form, consciousness merely experiences biological states. It encounters hunger, aging, and dying, but is not classified by those conditions. We must maintain domain integrity. We cannot use the language of cells and organs to measure a mind that exists in a separate order of reality. This logic redefines the milestones of a human lifespan. Birth marks the initiation of a partnership. Life is the unfolding of that shared collaboration. When the body can no longer sustain that participation, the agreement between consciousness and its vehicle reaches a natural conclusion. Mortality is the fulfillment of that partnership, the point where the collaboration reaches its intended completion.